Sacrifice is always required on the road to your dream. The question is, what are you willing to sacrifice? I heard a story what it was or powerful. It's a story of a general who was his men to war, and as they got into the fleet of boats, they were going to take an island. As they reached the island, the men got out of the boat, and the general gathered his men before they went into battle. He looked at them and he gave them 3 words: burn the boat. Now, this is powerful because he's telling them there is no retreat. Absolutely no retreat. Like option A is the only option. Option B is impossible, and it still hits men a mindset of courage and clarity of conviction that allow them to understand that it is the energy that you need to go and win this battle. The reason why story is so powerful because each and every one of us, and we are going into battle of life, whatever it is that we are trying to accomplish. This mindset is necessary. Like your dream getters, when you're going after goal, you're running after your aspiration. When you're going after something, feel different to you. It might be bigger than the shoes you're right now. Just telling you what the generals were telling men that need your mindset ready for the war that we have in front of us. And sometimes many of us step into nationals and new renewal with doubt. We collide with doubt, and we wonder why it's so difficult for us to grow into the best version of ourselves. If you don't have what you want, stop telling yourself a story because you don't have the money, you don't have the time, you don't have committed itself, or you will burn your boat. It's either burn your boat, you will tell an army. Because when the die succeed, tend to succeed. The general was looking at me and he understood that he needed to digitally light a fire within them. He needed to ignite something in them and let them know that he was going to lead them to the victory and nothing else. And oftentimes when it was, that is difficult mindset to get into. It is very difficult to step into a new arena, a new situation, a new environment, and have the confidence, the conviction, and the clarity to know that is yours for the taking. Sometimes it will be time, sometimes it will be effort, sometimes it will require isolation, sometimes it will require you to put yourself in environments where you have to grow. Sometimes it will require you to make new relationships and put yourself in environments that you're not aware of. Are you willing to make the necessary sacrifice to become the individual that you need to be to go after that dream? So my question to you, I've stepped into a new arena. We will go into the best version of ourselves. Have we burned our boat? I've come a long way, but I have a long way to go. I've gone on a journey where I've come a long way, but I still have a vision that I have to reach for. That's going on this journey and realizing that there are a few things that are absolutely imperative to keep in mind. Number one, you can't do it alone. Nothing can ever can really done alone. You have to understand who is on your team, who is my part of your team, how you contributing and adding value to their lives, and how are they contributing and adding value to yours. Who are you sacrificing for? Because if you're not there, I promise your world will feel so empty. Number two, what sacrifice are you going to make? Dreams require sacrifice. Oftentimes requires time spent alone, time spent doing something that you never thought. It was open prosthetics. I work in the park myself with thoughts over and over again, imagining that what the crowd looked like, who we wanted to be on a stage. It was year before I started speaking. And why I'm not saying I'm fresh on the journey now, I just understand that there are going to be sacrifices that need to be made as you go on your journey. The question for you right now is, as you on your journey, what sacrifices are you intentionally making? Where are you going on and what are the things that you're saying? You know that if because I got this now and I listen I develop this habit and I cut this habit, I will grow into the person that's supposed to come. What are those things for you? Have you identified those? And last but not least, what is the legacy that you're trying to leave behind? This word legacy is interesting because oftentimes it's spoken by those who are physically severely like society has put it in a situation where we're only supposed to live about legacy at the end of our lives. I think legacy is something that you do it every single day. How do you work in your legacy? Meaning, what are you leaving behind? What impression are you leaving on the people who are around you? How you moving, operating in a way where someone understand what you stand for and how you are now? What is your legacy? You're working in it. It's not something what you build at the end of your life. It's something that you're doing right now. You're on a journey of becoming, so never be scared of answering the question and tackling the question and grappling with the question, the frustrating question, the question that may not have an answer right now. Are you on the right path? Understand that is the only path you will take. Because if you operate with that type of mindset, victory is yours.